I'm sad because I don't even want to sit down because of
Oh, Rob, we love you.
What happened to Rob Kardashian? Rob has been MIA for a while now, and his family rarely even acknowledge his existence in public. Well, some fans are convinced that getting cut off from the Kardashians was the best thing that could have happened to Rob, because they made him miserable and ruined his life. So how does Rob feel about his family's fame messing him up, and how is he doing now? Not a day goes by that we don't hear an update on Kris Jenner and her 5 daughters, Kim, Courtney, Khloe, Kylie, and Kendall. But what about her only son, Rob Kardashian? It's been a while since Rob left Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and although he did make a brief appearance on the show back in April, he's reportedly still not ready to return to the public eye. So what happened to Rob? How did he go from being a regular on KUWTK to becoming a total recluse? Well, many fans believe it was Rob's family who destroyed his self-confidence and ruined his life. See, if you've been a fan of KUWTK from the start, then you probably know Rob went through a very tough period in his life when he struggled with weight gain and mental health issues. Rob first started gaining weight around 2012 after his nasty breakup with Rita Ora. However, it was already clear at that point that his weight gain was a symptom of deeper issues. Rob finally opened up about his struggles during a July 2013 episode of the show and told Khloe's then-husband, Lamar Odom, that gaining weight made him lose all his confidence.
If I don't get this together, then I won't want to hang around everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Many fans said at the time they felt sad for Rob and noted that he turned to Lamar because he probably didn't feel like he could confide in his mom or his sisters because he was too nervous what they'd say because for them looking physically good is all that matters. And knowing just how image-obsessed the Jenner sisters are, it's really hard not to feel sorry for Rob. The paparazzi didn't help either, and on rare occasions when Rob felt confident enough to go out, they'd get in his face and ask rude questions about his appearance.
Rob, why are you gaining so much weight, man? Trying to get bigger on purpose? Yeah, I'm good.
To make matters worse, the Kardashian fans started making fun of Rob online, and in May 2014, Rob shared a since-deleted tweet which read, "So I found out I was trending for being fat. Thank you all, it really made my day." And although Rob tried to laugh off the weight comments, you could tell the trolls really got to him, because he later shared another tweet which read, "No one will ever understand how much it hurts." Around this time, reports emerged that Kris had sent Rob away to fat camp ahead of Kim and Kanye's wedding, and she allegedly demanded that he lose 70 pounds before the ceremony. One source told Star magazine that Kris flat out told Rob he's an embarrassment to the family. She called him a fat slob and said he's losing out on business opportunities because no one wants someone as huge as him representing their products, the source added. Star magazine also reported that Rob's sisters were so cruel to him that they would tease him by leaving cakes and cookies around to tempt him. He feels like the family abandoned him when he needed the most, the source said, adding, "For him, life is more than just a business deal." At this point, many fans started turning on Kris and calling her out for worrying only about the superficial stuff. One fan commented at the time, "So the only offspring who graduated from college is an embarrassment? That's not a surprise, since this woman is so vain and shallow like her daughters." Another person said, "Her chubby son is an embarrassment, but her daughter can make tapes and that's something to be celebrated?" Luckily, Khloe was much more sympathetic to Rob than the rest of the family, probably because she too has struggled with weight before and she knows what it feels like to be shamed by your own mother for gaining weight. Back in 2011, Kris went so far as to criticize Khloe for ruining the brand name of the Kardashians' Quick Trip supplements and told her, "I've worked so hard at creating what I think is a great deal for you girls, and you're not pulling your end of the weight." This is probably why Khloe was so quick to publicly defend Rob against online trolls who made fun of his weight. Khloe fired back at the trolls on Twitter, writing, "Some of you people are disgusting for calling others names and picking on them. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your words are cutting deeper than you know and are possibly leaving lifetime scars." As for Kim, well, you already know how she sided with Kris, and the fans accused her of being ashamed of her own brother. In fact, after Rob left Italy the day before Kim's wedding, the fans speculated that Kim and Kris told him he can't attend because he didn't lose enough weight. Rob was photographed in tears at the airport trying to book a flight back home, and TMZ reported he decided to leave after a major family drama went down. Kim, however, denied there was any bad blood between her and Rob and claimed Rob was the one who decided to leave before the wedding.
He sent me a long email the morning of that he was gonna leave and there was no fight And I just thought, you know what, this is my day. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I hope he's okay. I totally understand that he wouldn't want to see a lot of people if he was feeling uncomfortable.
But the fans thought this was a bunch of BS, and they were saying Kim probably fat-shamed Rob so much that he felt he couldn't handle the pressure of attending such a high-profile event. One fan said, "The Kardashians are horrible to Rob. They fat-shamed him to the point that he decided to not go to Kim's wedding last minute." Obviously, Rob felt the same way about Kim because in May 2015, he shared a bloody photo of Rosamund Pike's psychopath character, Amy Dune, from the movie Gone Girl, and wrote in the caption, "This is my sister Kim, the bitch from Gone Girl." But instead of recognizing this as Rob's cry for help, Kim slammed him on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and called him pathetic. "Everyone licks Rob's ass and does whatever he says," Kim said. And it's just, at some point, you just have to give it up. Kim went so far as to suggest that the family should cut off Rob completely and told Kris, "We're not going to cater to him anymore, but it has to be all of us." After watching this episode, the fans just couldn't believe how cruel Kim was to her own brother, and even the Washington Post published an article accusing the Kardashians of abandoning Rob when he needed them the most. In typical Kardashian form, they make it all about the sisters, even while extensively discussing Rob's very private issues, the article stated. The author also noted how disturbing it was to watch the Kardashians treating Rob's serious health issues as just another plotline on their reality show. In the meantime, Rob's health issues worsened, and in December 2015, he was hospitalized and diagnosed with diabetes. Luckily, the health scare was a wake-up call for Rob, so after he was released from the hospital, he started eating healthier and exercising. Rob later credited his girlfriend, Blac Chyna, for helping him stay on track and keeping him motivated. And a source told People magazine in February 2016 that it was the first time that Rob had felt so optimistic about life in years. However, the Kardashians were not happy at all about Rob's relationship with Chyna, since Chyna was Kylie's ex-boyfriend Tyga's baby mama and Kim's former BFF. One insider said that Kylie was livid over Rob's relationship with Chyna and felt super betrayed because she couldn't understand why someone in her own family would stab her in the back like that. The fans slammed the Kardashians for making it all about themselves again, instead of feeling happy that Rob practically cheated death and found love. However, the constant criticism from his family eventually got to Rob, and his relationship with Chyna started going downhill shortly after they welcomed their daughter Dream. Rob and Chyna went through a very messy breakup, and Chyna later filed a lawsuit against Rob, Kris, Kim, Khloe, and Kylie, claiming that in revenge for filing a restraining order against Rob, the Kardashian-Jenner family became media predators, slut-shaming her on social media and killing her hit television show, Rob and Chyna. But it's been a while since we heard from Rob, so how's he doing now? Did he fall back into his bad habits after his breakup with Chyna? Luckily, nothing of the sorts happened, and E! News recently reported that Rob is doing his best to stay healthy. According to one insider, Rob has been working on some fun projects and is really mostly focused on his daughter Dream. The insider also added that Rob is still keeping things super low-key and doing his best to stay positive and healthy, both mentally and physically. So does this mean Rob will return to the spotlight and take part in the Kardashians' upcoming show on Hulu? Well, we're not so sure about that, since Rob seems to be doing much better when he's not constantly in the public eye like his sisters. Why can't the family just leave him alone? They are all disrespectful of his privacy, one fan said. While another one added, staying away from the vultures has helped him heal from the mess his mother and sisters created. He's better off keeping distance. So now we want to know what you think. Did the fame-driven Kardashians really mess up Rob's life? Should Rob return to the spotlight, or is he better off staying away from his family? Leave your comments down below.